Welcome to Mars.
All right, welcome back to Mars Radio. I'm here with my next guest. My next guest goes by the name of Beezy. He's an artist and entrepreneur from Oakland, California. Beezy, welcome to Mars Radio.
What's up with it, bro? HMR Beezy.
HMR Beezy. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
From West Oakland. Came up just around the neighborhood. Ordinary youngin. Around here. I've been around a long time.
And you said you're from Oakland, California, right?
West Oakland, yeah.
West Oakland.
Yeah.
And when you were growing up in West Oakland, did you grow up with both your parents or just one?
It was just my pops being my pops. But you know, like my Bob's, like you know, I knew my Bob's was my Bob's. It wasn't like she wasn't there, but you know, but all the time it was just me and my pops though, for sure.
So you grew up
for the most part,
with
yeah.
Mostly your pops.
Yeah, for the most part.
And you know, that's very rare.
It is
in our kind of neighborhoods to grow up with. Do you think you had any I would say peers or people around your age in the area that didn't have their pops around?
Yeah, a lot.
How do you think that the upbringing that you received and maybe the discipline or even the game was different from those that didn't have their pops around?
It'd be me like trying to give it to them.
Okay.
Like, you know, like it'd be like me trying to some of my game that my pops or somebody around my pops that I be getting from them. I try to like give that to like somebody else. You know what I mean?
Share the game.
I know. Exactly.
Share the game.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
That's exactly.
So, growing up in West Oakland with mostly pops, what kind of kid were you growing up?
I was a regular kid.
You're a regular kid. Did you have a strict upbringing?
No. But I ain't just had no loose ass upbringing either. Like he was just on my ass about like school.
Okay.
Like school and like not being like on some just no stupid shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like just not being like just no stupid ass.
You wanted you to use your mind and think about shit.
Yeah. Like use my mind and shit.
That's
basically.
And then going into your teenage years and stuff like that, what kind of teenager were you? Were you like sports, girls, still in the books? Were you
teenager
on the block? I mean, what kind of teenager were you?
That's where all that shit started to like transition together, because it was like, I say probably by like 2011. I want to say probably like 2011. Like is when I really started like hanging outside for real, like in the neighborhood and shit. I was like 13.
And why did you start hanging outside at the age of 13? Was Pops okay with that?
Nah. And I wouldn't even say it like that. I was more like with my cousins. I was like, this how I play. You know how kids be, boom. I go fuck with my cousins, but we outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We outside the neighborhood. So that's how that was like. That's what it was.
So when you started messing around at 13, Pops really didn't just see you full blown outside.
I wouldn't even say he knew.
Right, that's what it was.
I wouldn't even say he knew. I ain't even gonna just make it seem like my nigga knew, because he didn't.
Right. Like, so if he would have known, he probably would have stepped in.
Yeah, he would have.
How long were you able to keep that from him?
Not that long. Not that long, bro.
What happened?
What happened that made him find out?
Yeah, there's always a story.
Yeah, for sure. What made him find out? My fucking cousin. My older cousin. Her ass. Feel me? You know who you is too, because you see this. My cousin, I was out there one morning, right? I'm supposed to be at school, right?
Right.
Bro, we outside, getting high, chilling, all the whole shit. I was supposed to be at school probably like an hour ago. Right. Bro, my cousin pulled up. She like, what the fuck you? She went off on me.
She pulled up to the spot, and you were.
But she was going to my auntie. She was going to fuck with my auntie.
Right.
So she came and she like, yeah.
So kind of blew the spot up, huh? Busted you.
Yeah, busted me, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think, damn, that's where the fucking, like, rebellion come in at, I guess. But it wasn't, I didn't have to really be, I don't know, it's crazy, bro, because it's like, he wasn't cool with it, but it's like, he was like, okay, like, this is like, you know what I mean? This is like what my son on.
He
like,
kind of accepted you being on that?
Have 50-50. I ain't even gonna say 100%, bro. Cause like at that point in time, he wasn't even really cool with it. But it's like I guess he just knew like that's what I was like. That's just what I was on at that time, you know.
Yeah.
Like I guess it's like a time in a parent life or something where it's just be like, okay, this just like I'm a boy coming up, you know.
Yeah, for
feel
sure.
me?
And then at that
so
age,
it's like I gotta probably figure out on my own.
Right, and then at that age, if he tries to push you away from something so hard, he ain't gonna do nothing but push you closer to it. So if he would have probably restricted you, you might have been more inclined to.
Cause my pops was a little nigga in the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My pops was a little nigga running around the neighborhood and shit. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I probably just said like, it was like 50-50. He probably just like, I'm gonna let this little nigga learn on his own.
Did you?
Feel me? Hell yeah.
What'd you learn?
A lot, bro. I guess that's where you start learning, like, you know how people gotta get street smart because where they say you gotta bump your head and shit?
Yep.
That's where I say, like, all that shit. Like, you know?
Hard head with the soft rump, huh?
Yeah, my bad.
Hard head, huh?
My bad.
What are some of the lessons that you learned quick?
Around that time, one thing I did learn is that I know that your motherfucking close people will kill your ass.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Seen a lot of death in the neighborhood?
Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing I know. Like, damn. That was like the shock for me when I really when I was like, damn. Cause it was like early on, I was like 14. So like from 2011, and then that shit happened like early 2012. So I was like, damn.
You had somebody close pass away in around 2012?
Yeah.
And that really pretty much just showed you the game don't give a shit about nobody.
Yeah.
Because they'll cheat.
Yeah, but you know, my mama used to tell me sometimes like you know how mama be like, your friends ain't really your friends.
Absolutely.
And you know, she used to tell me shit like that. Like my pops and my uncles and shit used to tell me that shit. Like shit like that. And like, you know, they used to tell me like, you know, woo. You know what I mean? Don't trust nobody. You know, all that kind of, you know, like just the basic shit.
Yeah.
That, you know, older grown up people tell older kids. Cause I was outside and shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's where they really started telling me about, like, you know, don't trust people with this and that.
Right.
Streets don't really love you.
Right.
Well, you know, but I'm a youngin' at that time, so, you know, I'm just thinking like, you know what I mean?
Right. You think
my friend ain't gonna kill me.
Right. You think you're not my friend.
Exactly.
But you know, life lessons usually teach us.
I still think like that.
Well, I mean, no, that's
nah, I'm just playing.
That's just, you know, the streets, like you said, right?
Yeah, for sure.
There are solid ones out there, though. So
hell yeah.
There are solid ones out. But, you know, life kind of teaches us, you know, they'll tell us it's hot and we'll believe it's hot, but it's a different kind of hot after we touch it ourselves.
Like, look, on mamas, look, I'm going to tell you this, right? There's one person that I really trust my life with outside of my family, right? And that's my brother, because I've been knowing this nigga since we was 4 years old.
Right.
Right? So, and ain't too many people out here got relationships like that still.
That's true.
Feel me? Yeah. That's 20 years plus.
Yeah.
So, my brother Dan, my mama's that nigga right here. Right. But, yeah, that's like.
That's what's up.
Yeah, for sure.
What's up. So, at some point, right, navigating through this, you see a lot
and my brother Momo, too. Because I know Momo, I trust Momo with my life, too. For real.
What's up? HMR Momo.
HMR Momo. Shout out Momo, too.
Speak on the HMR just briefly. What could you tell us about it?
HMR, like, HMR something we started, a circle of us, team full of people. We pushing the same thing, right. I guess.
It's more.
We all pushing the same thing, like everybody on one accord. You know, like HMR, like it's like a family within a circle type shit that like makes sense. Like, you know, it could be like a big ass circle, but this is like HMR. Feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Type shit.
Momo was saying that, you know, there's a select few that it's not like y'all out there taking applications and nothing.
Nah. We ain't taking no applications, right? Man. It's like,
so it's more like a brotherhood movement.
Brotherhood. It's bigger. It's bigger than like the record label shit that we pushing. Right. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
HMR records.
So that's very important to you.
Yeah, HMR. Yeah, it's like it's deeper than just music. Records.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So at some point growing up, you fall in love with music, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your first memory of music?
My first memory of music?
Yep.
Where I fell in love with it?
Just your first thing that you can remember about music. When's the first time you heard a dope song that you liked, or your mom playing music or something? What's your first memory of music?
My mama. My mama was playing that Juvenile.
Which one?
Slow Motion.
Ooh.
Slow Motion. On everything.
R.I.P. Soldier.
And she had the little Subaru. That motherfucker used to be knocking on everything. So had the slow motion banging in the Subaru.
So Cash Money, huh?
Yeah.
Cash Money.
I wouldn't say I was a Juvie fan though, but
you remember that song?
I remember that motherfucker for sure.
And then what was it that made you want to get into the music yourself?
What made me want to rap myself? My nigga Rio put me in the studio. My nigga Black Rio put me in the studio, man. Because he always knew I could rap.
Right.
So when I when I got in the studio and I made the song, that motherfucker was going crazy.
So was Rio rapping himself?
Yeah.
So Rio was rapping. So
Black Rio was rapping.
Before you started, you started seeing him. You was around him.
Yeah.
And then
he
just grabbed you and said, "Hey, this is what
he like, little bro, you might as well come in the studio one day, after school. I'll get you some time." He got me some time and everything. Got me a little slide and everything.
Okay.
Hell yeah, he got
Remember that song?
Hell yeah.
What was it?
It was called Faded Too Long.
Okay.
I had went to that motherfucking that Meek Mill beat. They had remade like that Faded Too Long. It's really Drake shit for real, but they you know what I mean?
Right.
You know how the YouTube shit go.
Right. So you make that song and then you start getting a good response from people, or was it when you made your own voice?
I was playing it for all my partners at school and shit. They was fucking with it.
What was they saying?
That motherfucker go crazy. It's a hit. Keep doing that shit. Like, you know, all my. Mm-hmm.
All right, so you start getting pretty much inspired by everybody, right? Exactly. Everybody's telling you, "Hey, you need to stay on this. You need to do this." What's next at that point?
What was next? I started really going a lot. Like, me and Rio started getting in the studio. He started getting me in the studio a lot, so I was recording a whole lot of music. I was recording hella music. I think probably like the most I had did for real was probably like 30, 40 songs.
So you got 30 or 40 under your belt?
Nah, that was back then.
No, I'm saying at that point you got 30 or 40.
Yeah. Like, hell yeah. By the time I was 15, when I was like 15, 16, I probably had like 50 songs already. But they were just like all on my phone though.
Right.
And I was just like sending it to my partners and shit and just like playing it. Like, I ain't really start fucking with the YouTube shit till like late 2014. That's when, you know what I mean?
But at that point, when you had the 30 or 40 songs, they weren't recorded yet? They were just like, you had the beats and the lyrics?
No, they was recorded.
You had them recorded and stuff?
On my phone.
Oh, okay.
I had the little, you know, back in the day, little...
Woo-wop.
Woo-wop, you know what I mean?
Made it happen.
Exactly.
All right, so what changed the game for you to actually start stepping in these booths and start recording on these here Pro Tools and with these headphones and these nice mics and stuff? What made you take it to the next level?
That's what I started off on with Pro Tools. So when I took it up to the next level was got in that real booth with Con B.
Con B?
Con B.
Shout out to Con B.
Shout out Con B, man. Shout out Con B. Con B had the studio at his house.
Nice.
Con B had the studio at his house. This was back in the day, 2017.
Back in the day.
Yeah, this ain't. Yeah, this was back in the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, shout out Con B.
Okay, so you start getting in the booth with Con B, right? And then,
I was recording with Con B.
So you kind of taking it, this is another step in the journey of the career and stuff. You start doing shows and stuff at that time?
Was I doing shows?
Yeah.
Nope. But I did perform and shit before.
Right.
I was performing when I was 16.
What kind of performance did you have?
I performed 106. 106 was throwing some shit, and I performed for them. It was like 2 separate occasions, cause I knew my auntie knew somebody who, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I performed twice for them, and then
this was rapping.
Yeah, and then opened up for MC Hammer.
Oh, what? Come on, you opened up for MC Hammer?
Yeah, and I got that, and that's crazy on Mamas. I'm a shout bro out that pulled the strings for that. Shout out Jay Laley too, on everything. Jay Laley. He put them strings together, and it's crazy because how that came about, right? It was on the spot, though. It wasn't even put together. It was on the spot when he came to me because he was going to do something. But he came to me. He alley-ooped me to play.
Nice.
So, mama, shout out Jay Laley. Mama, that was 2014 when I did that shit for MC Hammer.
So you're moving with Combi, and then when do you start doing the music with Lil Blood and HMR?
When I linked up with Lil Blood, I met Lil Blood being around the way and being with Momo. That's how I really met Blood, being with Momo. Right. You know what I mean? I was just, I'm Momo little brother, and we just regular chilling, and it was just like that. But that was 2014. 2014. Yeah, that was 2014.
So you've been knowing Lil Blood for a hot minute?
Yeah.
Being around Momo?
Yeah.
Where do you think the evolution of Lil Blood has taken himself based on when you first knew him? Because 14 is a different Lil Blood.
2014?
Yeah, that's a different Lil Blood than you get nowadays. What do you think of that evolution going from where you first met him to where he is right now and what he's trying to do with the HMR movement?
That's big because that's that's just making changes in your life, elevating.
Right.
Just making a change, period. Some people can't change. You know what I mean? Some people do change. And it's elevate type shit. Right. And you just want to change. I just say change.
Right.
And elevate.
Elevation. What does that do to somebody's mentality like yourself when you see another person that comes from where you come from making that progression and that positivity change?
That let me know that it's possible that, you know what I mean? It's possible that it could happen. It's he doing it, I could do it, Momo could do it.
Does that help you realize that the same way Blood has effect on you of being a positive influence, that there's somebody behind you looking over your shoulder that you're going to be influencing in the same way?
Yeah.
And what is that like?
Just knowing that, it make me want to set my path on how I want somebody who looking up to me to, you know what I mean?
Right. There's blueprints out here for us to follow.
I want to set the blueprint for the next person who I want to be like him.
Right, because there are additional paths other than jail or death.
Exactly.
Right, and if you can influence somebody, preferably somebody of the youth, to take that positivity, that doesn't do anything but help our community and the neighborhoods that we come from.
Yeah, and not only do I rap, bro, I started a business too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, detailing whips. I detail cars. So
tell us about that.
Oh yeah, detailing cars it's called Trap Detail. I started that about like 8-9 months ago. All solidified it for real. And always, when I was young, I used to wash cars, like just on some young kid hustling type shit. Like I had my little cousin doing it with me, so we used to wash cars and just just to get some dollars and shit. So it'd be like, say we'll wash trucks for like, we was washing trucks for like $8 and like washing cars for like $5. So we probably did like 6-7 cars like a day. So it was like that. But when I got older, I'm like, man, I need to just start a business or something. Like, it was just like I just woke up one day like, man, I need to start a business, bro. Like, and just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, instead of just talking about it, you decided to do it.
Exactly. So I'm like, what can I really, like, something that I could really, you know what I mean, push and really. So that's what made me start the detailing.
And what was the name of it again?
Trap Detail.
Trap Detail. And now, is that a mobile service, or do you have a stationary place where they come and get it?
You could pull up on me, and I'm about to be mobile. And by the time this interview drop, I should be mobile. I say that.
There you go. Definitely. What kind of things have you noticed in the last 8-9 months, having a business of your own, that you didn't know about before?
A lot. See, I learned how to do like taxes and shit like that.
Nice.
Like I was learning like financial literacy and shit. Like I got deeper. Like I was learning that before I really got the Trap Detail and solidified it with the LLC and shit. Like I just was like deep on financial literacy and shit. Just learning all that shit. And before I started it, so I'm still like tweaking on that shit.
Yeah, of course. As a business person, you never stop learning.
Exactly. So along the way, in the 8-9 months, I probably say I learned a lot, like a lot of behind the scenes shit.
Yeah,
paperwork, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, to stay legitimate, right?
Exactly.
And there's a lot of things that we don't know about when it comes to business, and having our own business.
Yeah. That
other people that are super successful know about.
Exactly.
And sometimes that's the only thing separating businesses from being successful or not.
Mm-hmm.
So the more you learn can often lead to your business being more profitable.
Exactly.
So I definitely
and I'm always
success with that, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it,
and I know
bro,
you're gonna do well, because I know you're gonna keep learning.
Yeah, I'm just.
Where do you see your what kind of goals you got for that business in the next 6 months?
In the next 6 months?
Yeah.
Shit. Fully up and running.
Right, maybe a couple employees.
Yeah.
A couple of trucks.
Booked up.
There you go.
6 months, see a whole month booked up.
Yeah, that's around the summertime too.
Exactly.
That's gonna be the high season.
Come on now. See, we thinking right.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
Doubling back to the music. What do you got going on as far as the music goes? With
I'm finna drop a tape. Love y'all for fucking with me. Mixtape. It's coming real soon.
What can we expect on that?
Like first week, second week of January.
No. Who can we expect on? What kind of
who you expect on it? You gonna expect Lil Blood. You can expect Momo. You can expect. I think that's it.
That's it. Just keep it
HMR.
No,
my boy Go Jesus.
Okay.
My boy Go Jesus on it.
Probably Booty.
Yep. And I got Lil Mike, my cousin Lil Mike on the mixtape. Yep.
That's what's up.
Yep. Go Jesus and Lil Mike.
Probably get Cuzzo Shot this to do a video or two, huh?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What are you trying to achieve by doing this music? What kind of message are you putting in your music?
The message that I'm putting in my music, I'm just putting like, when I rap, I just basically say some shit like what I've been through, some shit I seen somebody go through, some shit that I got going on now. Like
life experiences.
Good and bad.
Yeah.
It ain't just all deep, like good and bad.
Yeah, because a lot of people get caught up in Instagram and think that it's always life is a highlight.
Nah,
they forget that there's real shit going on out here.
I don't fake my lifestyle, man. I don't fake my lifestyle. I don't act like I'm some rich ass nigga out here. But I don't just.
Not that you won't be very soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna be rich. And when I'm rich, they gonna know I'm rich.
Yeah.
They gonna know I'm rich.
But hey, there's nothing wrong with speaking on the journey to get there and the struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
That makes us stronger people.
I'm embracing the journey head on for sure.
That's
good and bad.
Anything you want to leave your supporters with?
Man, love y'all for fucking with me. Mixtape coming soon, man. A lot of videos coming soon, too. A lot of videos coming soon. We got some merch finna come out, too.
Nice.
You know what I mean? You can come get a detail, too. Follow the Instagram, too. Trap_detail1. That's trap_detail1.
All right, well, follow the Instagram for trap_detail1. And then where can they find you on the Instagram for yourself, your artist page?
You can follow me on Instagram, JBeezy, JayBeezy _ the same shit, JBeezy _JBeezy. And you can follow my rap page too, HMR _JBeezy. That's where y'all can find me at too on Instagram.
Well, there you go. Follow our guy right here. Check out the journey.
Shout out HMR too, bro. The whole HMR, bro.
All right, well, it's Mars Radio, HMR Beezy, and we out.
We out.
Welcome to Mars.